Hi, it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 7, Episode 8, After Before. So I guess I'm going to be after some of the befores. I am very excited to keep watching this season. It actually hit me last night when I was trying to get to sleep that we're running out of episodes, that we're over halfway through the season, that there aren't that many left, and then I felt this crushing weight of depression that the show is ending. So I'm just going to love it while it's here. I'm so excited for an episode that's going to have most of the characters in it other than Fitz. And yeah, I'm so excited for this show. If you would like to check out my unedited reactions, please do go to my Patreon where you can find them, and there'll be some other shows you can sponsor shows. I will be putting some new shows that will go unedited there first, coming very soon, and I am very excited. So yeah, let's go with S.H.I.E.L.D. Let's go. Oh, so the patterns are they're going to be stuck around for 27. That was what was happening last episode. I didn't quite catch that.
What's wrong?
Yep, a lot is wrong. Okay, that's interesting. I like that as an opening. I like that as an opening.
Will collapse into a space-time singularity in 2 days.
Well, let's get working.
Or relatively speaking, 20 minutes.
Well, no!
Finally, the scientists from the future and I are on the same page.
Can't we just disconnect the fuel cell?
Enough about inhuman biology to...
My mom does.
Daisy! Hello, my love.
Jiaying is at Afterlife. If anyone
Very true. I saw the actress's name, which was kind of a clue. Oh. Why did you say yeah, but? What's it gonna do if she does it now? Oh my god, that's why she said yeah, but. Oh, Coulson.
Worse than losing your parents?
Uh-huh.
Differences.
Could lose Daisy, and I'm not okay with that.
At least I'd already been born.
Uh-huh. No, I take it back. Let's not go visit Joking. Yeah. I'm stressed. We cannot have Daisy erased from existence or I will fight.
You and Max, reunion from outside the room.
Oh god.
Hey, that's horrible. Alien bird flew into my mouth in the future.
Maybe not that part.
They should work out what they're going to say first.
We're here to see Jiaying. I need to
Secure them.
Oh dear. What? This is a very stressful plan because they have not worked out what they're going to say or anything. There she is.
If you have a gift, show us.
The whole point.
I used to be fast.
Because she can feel what she's feeling. Oh yeah. That's why it's not lighting up. There's obviously some bad undercurrents here already though, because that woman was trying to escape and then she was like, you shouldn't have come here. I miss Lincoln being around.
It killed a close friend of mine.
It did. Oh, what's she sensing from Jiaying or from him? He is not a good guy, we don't trust him. We don't know who he is though. Oh, almost. And then she froze in place.
Disdain, rage, animosity. Are you sure that wasn't me?
She's trying to escape again.
Whatever that was, it's not our fight.
No. And it could cause Daisy to not be born, so we can't interfere with anything. Hello, Zephyr.
Electricity. Electricity's dangerous, so... Do I look like an ant?
Deep doesn't understand.
With the tribe of
There's not time for this.
resemble one. He lacks the characteristics.
He was being helpfully part of the conversation.
How about I jump to plan C and get us ready to abandon ship?
Yeah, good plan.
Nana? Not looking so good.
My love, he calls her Nana. Oh dear. Time. Oh, so we're going to get little bursts of them when they jump back in. I love getting to revisit people like Jiaying, even though it's stressful.
Thorough search for any contaminants, foreign particles.
Is it mental? It's not.
Nothing came up.
It's in her
I'm
mind.
sorry, Elena, but the fact that it's psychological doesn't make it any less
No.
real.
We should go. She can't help
It really
There may
doesn't.
be
I mean,
another way.
it is. That's a tip. Mental.
Can you feel her anxiety spiking?
So yep, she knows.
This is literally my worst night.
It really is.
Finally, we agree on something.
On
You can
between your
do this,
subconscious
Yo-Yo.
and our conscious mind.
We believe in you.
Is that whiskey? And if so, I want a lot of it.
I hope Jiaying stays nice in this whole like experience. But obviously she's looking out for the Inhumans first and foremost, but at least Daisy can know that her mum was a good person before Hydra got to her. Oh my god, this is a May's solution, I love it. Almost. She's getting there. Yep. This is it's working. It's gonna be painful, but it's worth it to get through it, Yo-Yo. It's you've got to assess these emotions, sweetie. Oh.
Can't save all of us.
Oh, but we can save you. And everyone.
We are not in the best shape.
They really are. Oh, I love them.
I'm happy to see you healing.
Me too.
At least it feels like happiness.
It is
Wonder how many
happiness.
ones and
Sousa pulled me out of the wreckage.
Sweetie, you helped so much. Without you, you'd still be stuck there.
it makes me happy too.
Yeah. Makes all of us happy. Oh, I love their relationship so much. Oh, I just want a whole Colson and Daisy episode. I mean, I want a whole 2 minute too.
Jumped out of an airplane before?
Twice. We had a parachute the second
Yes.
time.
Long
I
story.
get stuck.
I was unfair to you back in 73.
No. We pulled you out of time. You just
Yeah.
wanted to go home.
Still not an excuse.
And like both of their responses to that.
Guess we're all in the same boat now.
Oh, don't watch, sweethearts. That's a very important necklace. If it's the one that you kept, that then. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, Yo-Yo, you were just a child.
I should stay.
You were just a little child. And so now you're stuck staying still. Must suck when that necklace then became like the symbol of death. But I don't know that she knew that, only Daisy did.
You're impulsive?
Mm-hmm.
Is to forgive yourself for it.
Yeah. Oh god, now what's happening? If it, I really feel like this is going to be the mother of the I don't know, just because May's here too, so it would be like significant to May as well. If she talks to her and then she's like, oh, I'm pregnant with a little girl, or actually no, I've got no idea. Bahrain happened way too late, didn't it, for it to be the mother of the girl, so that I'd ignore me. Don't get involved in this stuff, please, because anything that could change Jaying's life course is not worth it.
We didn't do anything.
Is it her
Cora
gift?
did this herself.
So you could take away Chorus.
It's better than the alternative. Not everyone here believes she's worth saving.
Daisy learned to control it, and I know you've not met your daughter yet, but she struggled to begin with and it hurt her, and then she learned to control it. Oh dear. She's desperate.
That's not what she's afraid of.
Does she want to kill herself? Is this going to be May's chance to redeem herself for Bahrain? Oh. Oh god, he's got her powers!
Cora, you don't have to.
Fuck. I really didn't want him to have Daisy's powers. I was trying to work out how Daisy could be there. This is terrible. This is the worst. I hate him so much. He needs to die instantly. How dare he still have Daisy's powers? I'm going to kill him. So in the past, she shot herself and died, and now Nathaniel's saving her. Ugh. He's going to make an evil team of Inhumans?
For seeing just how everything's gonna play out.
Die already! And don't go with him, he's evil.
Not powerful.
Kill him,
I can't
okay?
control my
Just use it right now and kill him, please. What?
My friends and I are about to go.
Oh,
through chaos.
no! No, because Daisy's going to stop existing if she messes things up here!
I really want you to.
Oh my god, you've got to save Jaying and everyone else. Oh gosh. Almost. So close.
Yeah, you might
You're
be
gonna
able to
find
fix
Fitz
it.
again. Touch in a memory place.
But I know we'll find some way to be together again.
Deke will do everything he can to help that.
Space.
I do like getting to the emotional side of Deke.
What do we do?
Oh.
That can't be Daisy.
Don't say the name Daisy. That's such a nice name!
Sweetheart. Sweetheart, remember?
Is she
when I would
related?
read you stories till
She's beyond.
Oh my goodness. Are they like together and she's their daughter? I don't know. Oh my god. Fight.
Stop! My daughter is still out there.
Daisy's sister!
Man with her Nathaniel was your enemy.
I hate Nathaniel so much.
Let you fight this
Daisy has a sister who died in 1983 because during the age.
Find what you were looking for.
Daisy could get through to her sister, right? Oh my god, when they meet up in the future, if Cora sticks around with Nathaniel, then Daisy's gonna have to go up against her sister. Oh my god. Daisy, I love you. It's gonna be okay. I just literally about to stop crying. But like, Daisy has a sister, and she didn't know. And like, the sister, because like, at the beginning of it,
She didn't get her power back.
When we lose this,
Daisy struggled when she got... Sorry, 1 second, Enoch. When Daisy first got her powers, she struggled to control them and she was worried like she was going to destroy the base and she had to ice herself to stop it. And then like she gradually learned to do it and it hurt her to hold them in, and her sister like had an even more explosive version of that. And I'm very stressed because Daisy has a sister that she doesn't know about, and like Daisy's sister is alive now, and Daisy's sister is with Nathaniel, and Nathaniel is like the worst piece of dirt ever. We've got a team save Cora. Oh god. Oh.
It's not your fault.
It's not.
It is.
What happened to your uncle wasn't your fault. You can learn. You're strong
All
enough.
this guilt. I'm never gonna get my powers back.
Because
Your
you're...
dad's back. Always have.
Yo-yo.
Maybe I'm supposed to.
Yo-yo.
What is it? I don't have to bounce back.
What? You've got this. You've got this. You can do it. 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 I love you. You can do it. Yes, 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 yes. She doesn't have to bounce back. She can just run at super speed now. She doesn't even have to yo-yo anymore. She's just like the Flash. Yeah, here for this. Was she always jumping back? Because as a child, she ran, got it, and jumped back.
You didn't bounce.
Just holding myself back.
Afterlife was the right call, then. I'm glad it worked out.
Friends, maybe.
Yeah, is Daisy okay? Does Daisy still exist? My dearest love. Oh, it was you in his position of sitting with her. And he's back to watching while she heals. This is so sweet. I'm gonna die. Because Daisy's got a hell of pain coming that she doesn't even know about.
Think of it like a nap.
Sure it is.
Oh, he's gonna be even more myself after being in the TV.
At least let me.
Yeah, he should be the one in charge of that button, 100%. Like, when I go to bed at night, if I could just turn myself to sleep, I would want that. So, try and find a positive, Coulson.
Hey, you play the drums by any chance?
Oh god, he's trying to make a new band.
Tempo. It didn't work.
Oh my god, what? Now what? Where did they go now? Was that a Fitz jump or... Oh no.
What are you gonna do to them?
God, Daisy's gonna have to come up against her sister. My heart cannot take this. He's gonna steal all their powers.
Did he ever do?
He's gonna become a superhuman and I hate him so much. Cora, you're better than this.
Written in the stars.
I know that he's telling you everything that makes it easy and makes it what you want to hear.
Things out.
No. Cora, shame on you. Chill, I'm not impressed with this, okay? So I really enjoyed that episode. I think this was my favourite way to do it, where you have like the focus being on May and Yo-Yo, and like especially Yo-Yo's plotline, but getting the rest of the team in it. That's like my favourite kind of thing. And so glad Yo-Yo was able to figure it out, and that her trauma went all the way back to when she was a kid, and the fact that she darted out of the cupboard, grabbed the necklace and darted back, and that's what hurt her uncle, got him killed. And you know, that was not her fault. She was a child. It was the criminal's fault. But you know, she's held that inside her all of this time. And now she's free of that. She's kind of been able to forgive herself, and she's realised that she never even needed to bounce back. And so I think that's so important for Yo-Yo, that she's been able to work through that, and now we're going to get Yo-Yo being the Flash for the rest of the show, which is brilliant. So I really enjoyed their scenes. I enjoyed May, because May, you know, she helped Daisy through it, and May has now, like, given that May's whole thing with the cavalry was, which I thought she was gonna, I thought for instance that Cora was gonna be like that little girl's mum, but then I was like, I think she's far too old for that. But then I was like, maybe May's gonna go and like redeem herself at least for the Bahrain stuff. But I mean, she helped Daisy through it, she's helped Yo-Yo, like she has more than redeemed herself. And to be honest, we all know that she had to do what she did with the little girl, but in May's mind is where she feels like she needs the redemption. So that was a lot, and I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed seeing Jia Ying. I really enjoyed kind of revisiting to the character, but also getting another shot of her as just a kind, compassionate person who truly cared about her community. And you know, I wonder if she's had any other kids, because she was around in the 40s, but like how long was that, like her first life, or when was she born? And you know, has she had other children that have lived and died over the centuries? But I suppose in a way it makes her descent into madness after Hydra attacked her, and she lost Daisy even worse, or even more understandable. I mean, I still don't agree with her actions at any point, understandable given that her first child committed suicide because she wasn't able to help her, and then she was going to raise this other child and be there for her and be loving and kind and good, and now she was taken from her. What I'm stressed about is that everything in Afterlife is not happening the way it's supposed to. Is Jiaying even going to be there to translate for Cal when he arrives? Is Daisy going to exist? I'm stressed. So yeah, that is not good. I'm stressed. Nathaniel can die already. But I really enjoyed seeing Jiaying, seeing, you know, I kind of was wondering if she was with that guy or not. And then should have occurred to me sooner that Cora might have been her daughter, but I think, yeah, it's that age thing. I'm stressed. I assume it, yeah, them and I like hearing Jane talking about how she used to read her stories. Reminds me of like Cal saying, I don't talk about the stars. Like, Daisy could have had such a sweet and lovely childhood, and instead she found Coulson and the team, so ultimately it was all fine. So yeah, I really enjoyed kind of getting that sense, like, we took the time to spend time on Yo-Yo's mental state, on her past, on her trauma, and like why she was struggling, and then she actually worked through it in the way that suited her. Because that's the thing, like therapy, I believe everyone should do, especially if you have anything remotely traumatic in your life. But there are different types and different things that work for different people. So if you need to spar with Agent May, you do that as your method. So I'm really glad that kind of Yo-Yo has finally got the chance to take time to work through that. I love the way it worked with the team. Like, spent 20 minutes just popping in and out was really cool, and like the way they kind of would be like, wait for, and then 3 scenes later, me, oh, it's happened again. Like, I thought that was really good. I like that we kind of again got an acknowledgement that Simmons was facing the prospect that if they get stuck in the 80s, they're probably never going to get back to Fitz, but she's going to always keep trying. And so she left that message, and Dee got to be emotional seeing her leaving it. I really enjoyed that moment. I'm not the biggest fan of the whole narrative of the universe keeps tearing us apart, because I think it's been done a little bit much at times, but in this circumstance, I completely understand that Ian asked for the episodes off, so obviously Fitz not being there makes sense, and even within the plot, Fitz not being there does make sense, and that she would mention it and that it would be a thing in this episode, and like, okay, I understand that. I enjoyed Sousa's kind of like desperate, like more, he's going to get everyone off the ship, he's going to be the one who's going to plan it, he's going to have all the parachutes there, they're all going to be ready. Coulson, poor thing, waking up with his legs half done is the last thing he needed after being stuck in a TV for all that time. I mean, he was already struggling with the whole LMD thing, and in that conversation with May, he was struggling with it, and then now he spent a year in a TV, and now he woke up while his legs were being formed. But I think, you know, it makes sense that they'd want to consult him on that mission as well. I think that was a really good idea, even if it's kind of messed with his brain. And I loved his scene with Daisy. I loved that, you know, they were just able to spend that little bit of father-daughter time together, and that, you know, he was able to say he was happy to see her, that she was healing, and me too, but, and then like wondering about whether or not he was happy, and then her sort of talking about Susan, and that makes him happy. That I'm hoping that kind of Daisy just treats him like Coulson. Daisy has zero regard for him not being Coulson, so hopefully she'll be able to help him feel at ease with who he is now and how he is, because he is still Coulson in every way that matters, because that is very clear with how he acts and what he does. But my heart breaks for Coulson, but I did love that moment. Also, I liked Deke being able to use some of his technical knowledge if he didn't 100% go right. Simmons sort of very much trying to stay calm and be in charge, Matt trying to be the director, and saying, like, it was good to see everyone like kind of being who they were. Daisy was obviously still healing, and I'm glad at the end she went back to the healing pod, so hopefully next episode she'll be in tip-top shape to have a mental breakdown when she meets her sister. Good times ahead. But I really enjoyed, I like the fact that she mentioned that, you know, having Sousa there, and, you know, make that, you know, she feels like it's good having Sousa around, and then Coulson being there, and then like when she went back in the healing pod, Sousa had no need to sit there and watch, because, you know, we've seen that she's going to be okay, he's got her out, and then, you know, Sousa just wanted to sit there and watch her. And I mean, I want to shake Daisy a little bit when she was like, oh, Sousa got me out there entirely, and he did. Like, without Sousa, they would not have got out there, but similarly, without Daisy, they would not have got out there. You know, he used the piece of glass that she managed to smuggle out because she is a hero, and, you know, they got each other out of there, they saved each other, and that's what I think is so beautiful. But it's typical Daisy that she would focus on, like, Sousa, but also I think it's nice that she kind of like, I like Sousa, and Coulson was like, good, makes me happy. Like, he's got Daddy's seal of approval, which is good. I'm still getting carried away with that, but, you know, it was sweet. I enjoy the dynamic, even if it stays as friends. And then I like that Sousa has been able to get a fancier prosthetic, because it's not erasing, same as with Yo-Yo's arms, they're not erasing the fact that she lost her arms. But with technology, you know, you'd like to think that maybe in 100 years they'll be able to have like really, really lifelike prosthetics, and so it's good that kind of Sousa's getting to have one. And I like that they had Yo-Yo touching the diviner, and at first I was like, is it not lighting up because her gift is disturbed? And then I was like, oh my god, of course, it's aren't really her hands as it's stretched to her face. I thought that was really a good way of acknowledging the fact that she still has her prosthetics. And I love Sousa being part of the team, and I liked his scene where he apologised to Simmons, and Simmons was like, no, but you're like, why you were acting that way is understandable. And he was like, yeah, but it's not forgivable. Like, that was a good scene. I enjoyed that. Enoch is still Enoch, and I still love him, and he could be Deke's drummer. All good. I'm really loving this show, and I'm so stressed. Nathaniel being alive, like, I'm obviously we found out he was alive last episode, but I was praying that Daisy's powers hadn't taken, that was how he survived, that well, obviously they did survive. I mean, I saw that he had bandages around his arms, like obviously to begin with Daisy had her gauntlets and everything, whereas now she just uses her powers, she doesn't seem to need that, like she's got even better with it. He is going to try and steal even more abilities. I assume he'll maybe give someone to Cora as well if she's becoming like his evil sidekick, but I hate him so much, and the fact that he's even here now disrupting it with Daisy's potential existence makes me hate him even more. But I'm really like, I'm so interested, like, obviously we've got no idea where they're going to jump to. Are they going to jump to like 2 minutes, 2 hours? You know, I don't, unless Sybil is giving Nathaniel time travelling abilities, he's not going to be able to still exist going forward, neither will Cora. So I'm guessing we're going to stick around in the 80s or the 90s, or they're going to develop, I mean, maybe they're going to, like, I don't know that the show can have them sticking around, and maybe they're going to take what they want from those people in Afterlife and then leave and never go back. But if we don't deal with them before Jai Ying's supposed to meet Cal, then surely she won't meet Cal, and then Daisy won't exist, and then I will fly to America despite COVID-19 and despite the fact that I am sheltering, and I will murder everyone involved. You know, that's small things. But yeah, that is a lot. So I'm guessing we're going to stick around in the 80s part of the past, at least until we deal with that little part of the problem. I enjoy, I mean, it's one of the things, like, I hate Nathaniel, he is a very good villain, he's acting, like, the acting is brilliant. Having Cora, who is Jane's daughter, Daisy's sister, is huge. Obviously Daisy has no idea she even has a sister, and then to find out that she does, but I'm kind of hoping that ultimately Daisy will be able to get through to her, that maybe Daisy will be able to connect with her on having an ability that you're scared of, that at first you're unstable. I mean, when Daisy first got her powers, she was terrified and convinced that she was going to cause the pain to everyone around her, and then she even had her own team saying that we're the ones that should be protected from her. I'm still angry at Mac about that. I have forgiven him, but I'm still angry. You know, she kind of has been through a version of that, just with her power. It hadn't reached the point Cora's had, which Cora's, you know, kind of instantly causes pain if it touches you, whereas Daisy's one, like, you have to like quake for a bit, or like knock you into a wall or something. Like, they're just different powers. So I'm really hoping that that's not going to be too traumatic, and that ultimately Daisy's going to be able to get through to her and like set her on a good path. But I'm just, honestly, how much more can be changed? The team have been like, we're not going to cause any ripples, and then that entire Malik family is just a giant ripple, like a huge splash in the pond. I mean, you've got, who even knows if Gideon Malik bothered to carry on with the Hive stuff, because that could mean Ward is still out there somewhere, because Ward died on Maveth because of the whole situation with Hive. Lincoln, I mean, if Lincoln's alive, I will take this as a plus. Lincoln could be alive, because if he didn't have to die to stop Hive, Lincoln's alive. You know, at the very least, all of the stuff from mid-season 2 onwards could be different at this rate, because Jai Ying and Afterlife might be different. Daisy will exist. I refuse to accept anything else. Like, I don't care if we have to grab Cal and Jai Ying and lock them in a room. Daisy's going to exist. But I am very stressed about that. So, like, there could be such ripples, or is the team going to be able to make a way to put it back? Are they going to sort of be able to get Jai Ying to just go back and live her life normally and be like, and by the way, you're not going to get brutally tortured by Hydra and then lose your baby and then turn into a psychopath? That's not going to happen. Have a nice life. Like, I hate that we need that to happen, but we do. So yeah, this is all very, very stressful. I'm just, Daisy, I love her, and you know, like, she's already been too much physically, and like the mental knowledge of knowing what happens to Jai Ying, and now she's going to have more stuff. Like, oh, anyway, I'm glad she's getting some time to rest, because I don't know if any of them have had any sleep, but at least Daisy and Coulson are getting some sleep. And you know, I know that being able to turn yourself off with a button is obviously very traumatic, especially when you're struggling with being an LMD, but like I said, I hate bedtime. I hate going to bed, because I lie awake for hours and hours and hours. Whereas if I could just get into bed and be like, okay, sleep time, I still want that. Still the lightning Coulson. But yeah, this was a brilliant episode again. I'm so excited for next week now. I do not want to have to wait a week. I'd like to press a button, go to sleep for the next week, please. So yeah, if you would like to watch the unedited version of this reaction, please check it out on Patreon. And I am absolutely loving this show, as always. And I don't want it to end, but yeah, thank you very much for watching.